Today, we're diving into the skills we need most for a successful life, but funny enough, they're rarely taught in a classroom. Let's get right into it.
So, think about it for a second. Are these things you're just born with, or can they actually be taught? Well, this whole explainer is built on the idea that these aren't just personality traits, they are skills. And, like any skill, they can be learned and practiced.
Okay, so where do we even begin? It turns out there's a real structured way to teach these exact skills we're talking about, turning them from these kind of vague ideas into actual practical abilities.
And this is exactly why it's so important, right? I mean, every single day, we're all just trying to navigate this stuff, dealing with frustration, trying to connect with people, and figuring out the right thing to do. It's just part of being human.
So, this formal approach to teaching these life skills, it actually has a name: social and emotional learning, or SEL for short. Let's break down what this framework is really all about.
At its core, that's what SEL is. It's a structured way to build up our emotional intelligence. And this isn't just about, feeling good all the time. It's about having the right tools to manage your own inner world so you can navigate the outer world a whole lot better.
And these are the real, practical outcomes. The goal here isn't fuzzy at all. It's about very specific, powerful abilities. Things like handling stress, working towards something that matters to you, really understanding where other people are coming from, building good connections, and, of course, making choices we can feel good about. Now, to make all those goals happen, the SEL framework is broken down into 5 core areas. A good way to think about them is like 5 main pillars that hold the entire structure up.
And here they are all at a glance. You've got self-awareness, self-management, social awareness, relationship skills, and responsible decision-making. The really cool part is they all connect and build on each other. So let's take a quick look at each one.
First up is self-awareness, and this one is the absolute foundation because, let's be honest, you can't manage what you don't even recognize. This is all about knowing what you're feeling, what your strengths are, and what values truly guide you. Without this piece, you're pretty much just reacting to life instead of directing it.
Then, logically, comes self-management. So once you're aware of an emotion, what do you do with it? Can you guide it? This is that crucial skill of regulating your feelings, managing stress, and staying disciplined. It's the huge difference between reacting impulsively in the heat of the moment and choosing to respond thoughtfully. Okay, so now we shift gears from our inner world to the outer world with social awareness. This is all about perspective taking, right? It's the ability to see things from someone else's point of view, to show genuine empathy, and to appreciate that people come from all sorts of different backgrounds. It's really what allows us to connect with people who aren't exactly like us.
And that social awareness, it flows right into relationship skills. This is where you put all that empathy into action, communicating clearly, working together with others, and figuring out how to handle conflicts in a way that actually strengthens a relationship instead of tearing it apart.
And finally, all of these skills come together in responsible decision-making. You can almost think of this as the moment of truth. It's where you combine your self-awareness, your self-management, and your social awareness to make a choice. It's about taking that pause to think about the consequences for yourself and for other people, so you can consistently make choices that are both ethical and constructive.
So that's the what, but what's really fascinating is the how. I mean, how do you actually teach something like empathy or self-control in a way that's, practical? Well, the process is actually pretty straightforward. First, you introduce the skill. Then, the teacher or leader models what it looks like. Next, students get to practice it through all sorts of structured activities. Afterwards, they reflect on that experience. And finally, they're encouraged to take that skill and apply it in their daily lives. It's this continuous loop of learning, doing, and reflecting.
To make this feel a little less abstract, let's look at a classic SEL activity. It's designed to build empathy, and it's called Step Into My Shoes. Imagine you're in a classroom, and you get handed a card with this scenario written on it. This is your situation now. And the whole point of the activity isn't just for you to imagine it, but to have other people react and respond to you while you're in this role.
So everything boils down to this question right here. By being asked to really consider this, you're not just thinking about a concept called empathy, you're actively practicing it. You're connecting an abstract word to a real human feeling.
And when you zoom out, you can start to see how all these small, practical activities add up to something huge. Because the end goal here, it isn't just to get better at classroom exercises. At the end of the day, it's about taking those values off of a poster on the wall and actually embedding them into our daily interactions. That knowledge has to become a feeling, and that feeling has to become an action. It's got to be lived.
And that really is the biggest takeaway.
By strengthening our emotional intelligence, we're not just becoming better students or better employees. We're building the foundation to become kinder people, more resilient individuals, and more engaged citizens in our communities. So, I'll leave you with one final thought to chew on. Just imagine a world where our ability to understand and manage emotions was seen as just as critical as our ability to solve a math problem. What do you think our schools, our workplaces, and our communities would even look like?